everyone, Deronda here with Foods 101. Thanksgiving Day is right around the corner, and I'm giving you heads up on how to make this delicious cranberry gelled salad. Absolutely fantastic. My family, friends love it during their Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day meals. The ingredients you're going to need is a 14-ounce can of your gelled cranberry sauce, 2 3-ounce boxes of your raspberry jello, 1 cup of sour cream. This is an 8-ounce tub of sour cream. 1 cup of walnuts. To garnish this cranberry gelled salad, I'm going to use 2 cups of your whole cranberries. As you see, you want them nice and firm. I've rinsed them and I've patted them dry with clean paper towels. You want to make sure you go through your cranberries because you don't want to get any bad cranberries like this where they're mushy and going bad on you. 1/2 cup of your 100% liquid egg whites. You can buy this over where you buy your whole eggs in a carton. This is an egg white that has been pasteurized, so you wouldn't have to worry about anybody getting salmonella poisoning. You're going to have these crystal sugars. They're a little larger than this granulated sugar, but we're going to mix the two together and we're going to make frosted cranberries, and we're going to use it to garnish this cranberry gelled salad. In 2 separate bowls, I'm adding that cranberry gel in one. And if you can, you want to cut it down in tiny little pieces. Over here in this second bowl, we're going to add that raspberry jello, both of those 3-ounce packages. And if you want to just use one of the 6-ounce packages of that raspberry jello, you may do that too. To this solid cranberry sauce, I've got a potato masher or whatever you can to be able to mash it up. Add 1 cup of boiling water into our jello and the other cup over here into our cranberry gel. Using a spoon, we're going to stir it until all of the sugar has completely dissolved. And then over here, we're going to continue mashing this cranberry gel until it's blended well with this hot boiling water. And then we're going to let them cool down to room temperature. When your sugar has all melted in your jello, and I've been stirring this for about 3 minutes, and you want to make sure you stir it very slowly because you don't want to get a lot of bubbles and frothiness in there. With your cranberry sauce, this is the texture you're looking for. So let's add our jello into the cranberry sauce. Pour very slowly. Stir it around until you've got your jello and your cranberry sauce well blended. A figure 8 will stir this best. I'm doing it, yep, just like that. Now this is ready for the mold. I'm using a 9-inch in diameter mold here. I'm going to spray it just a little bit. Next, we're going to be adding the walnuts evenly into the bottom. Shake it around to get it the way you want it. To the top of this, I'm using a measuring cup. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of our cranberry gelatin. Another 1/2 cup. Okay, just like this. Clean off the top. Now, this goes in the refrigerator covered until this gels, which will take about 3 hours. That's 3 hours. So off to the refrigerator it goes. Cover your remaining cranberry mixture with plastic wrap and let it store at room temperature until we're ready to add the next layer. To make our frosted cranberries, you're going to want a tray, and I've added a piece of parchment paper here on the bottom. That just makes the mess easier to clean up. And then we need a cooling rack. You see you have little squares or anything that you could lie your cranberries on to where they're not going to fall through. Remember that liquid egg that we're going to be using, that liquid egg white? I'm going to add a little of it here in a bowl. See what it looks like? It looks just like egg whites, but it's been pasteurized, so we don't have to worry about getting sick or anything. And then we're going to take about a tablespoon of our sugar crystals mixed with a tablespoon of our granulated sugar. Give this a lovely little stirring. We're going to take a few cranberries. We're going to toss them around here in our egg white. We want to make sure that our egg whites have coated our fresh whole cranberries very lovely. And we're going to make sure that we drain off the excess egg white. And you're going to put them right down in here into your sugar. Just make sure you have them all drained. With a different fork, toss them around. If you want to use your fingers, you may do that too. But just look how beautiful they are. And they're going to dry. And they're going to be absolutely gorgeous around our gelled salad. And they're going to sit right here on the cooling rack, and they're going to dry. And when they dry, that sugar's not going to come off. It's going to be crystallized onto our whole fresh cranberries. So you got the picture. Continue doing it until you have as many cranberries as you want coated. And if you're thinking, can I do that also with grapes? Yes, you may. So it's your choice. I'll leave it up to you. You don't want to put these in the refrigerator. If you do, your sugar will liquefy and you'll lose this beautiful frosted look you have on these lovely whole cranberries. And look at them. It's the first time I've ever added this as a garnish, so I'm real excited to see how it's going to turn out. Just took the Jello out of the refrigerator. It's set. It's been in there about 3 hours. We've got that sour cream, and you want to use a fork to really stir the way into your sour cream here in its 8-ounce container. And we're going to dollop. Be very careful right into the center until we get all the way around our mold, because you don't want your sour cream coming out from over the edge. You want your Jello to flow over your sour cream. So be sure to keep it away from the edge there. I've got the sour cream going all the way around. Sit this back in the refrigerator for an additional 15 minutes so that sour cream will just set up. Back with our cranberry mold, we're slowly going to add the rest of our raspberry mixture to the top. Be very careful, because if you just pour this on the top of your sour cream's going to separate and it's going to rise to the top. So that's definitely what you want to avoid. So I just add 1 tablespoon at a time. All my raspberry mixture has added, and I'm just going to clean up the top. We're going to cover this and we're going to refrigerate it overnight, or at least up to 5 hours, so it will completely set. Off to the refrigerator it goes. Here's what our frosted cranberries look like the next day. And as you can see, that egg white has really helped that sugar adhere to these cranberries, making it look like these lovely frosted cranberries. And this is going to be a beautiful garnish around our cranberry gelled mold. I've taken my cranberry gelled mold out of the refrigerator. I've got a serving platter. I'm going to put it on the serving platter to make sure I have plenty of room, because we're going to add those frosted cranberries around the edge here. And you want to make sure that your serving dish has a little slope that runs up to keep the cranberries from running off the edge of your plate here. I'm going to take the top off, and we're going to turn this upside down on our serving plate. You just want to hold the edge, give it a flip, and I'm going to remove this center part. It should just pop right loose when we get enough air in there, and that suction should push down the Jello mold. And there it goes. Okay, jiggle it a little, and looky there. How beautiful that is. You're going to want to use your frosted cranberries right before serving this. I'm going to show you how this is going to work. Take your cranberries and add them around the edge. It makes for a beautiful presentation. And if you have mint leaves, you may add a few little mint leaves here and there. Or if you have basil leaves, you may do that too. We're also going to add it right here to the center. And I'm very impressed with how this has turned out. Look how lovely and beautiful that is. What a great presentation to put on your Thanksgiving Day table or your Christmas Day table. Now, I'm going to cut into it and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I think that's beautiful. I'm using a serrated knife, you see, with the little teeth. And let's see what it looks like on the inside. You may want to clean off your knife in between cuttings. Okay, let's pull it up and see. Oh yeah, look how beautiful that is. Look at that sour cream. Just got to put me a frosted cranberry or two on here because I think they're just so beautiful. And then we got to give it a little try. Ooh, I just cut into a nut. Can feel it there on my fork. Here we go. Wow. The perfect tang from that cranberry gel. The crunch of the nuts. That raspberry jello that holds it all together. And that sour cream is going to go absolutely fantastic with your turkey and dressing and gravy and mashed potatoes and green bean casserole, y'all. It is a win-win holiday dish on your Thanksgiving or Christmas Day table. Everyone absolutely loves it. Yes, those cranberries are edible. Thanks a million for watching, everybody. Leave me a comment, give me thumbs up, and I'll see you back here on my channel the first Saturday in December. Till then, have a wonderful and fabulous happy Thanksgiving with your family and friends.